Brian Alvarez here. You're listening to the Kicking Out Podcast, a podcast about All Elite Wrestling, hosted by Tanner Lee, Paul Zartman, and Austin Shepard.
You are listening to the #1 AEW podcast, the Kicking Out Podcast, a podcast about All Elite Wrestling, hosted by my favorite host, Tanner Lee, Paul Zartman, and Austin Shepard. So if you want to know everything that's going on in the world of All Elite Wrestling, AEW, then you need to listen to the Kicking Out Podcast. Please tell Thunder Rosa I said hello.
One, two, kicking out a brand new episode of the Kicking Out Podcast. It's Sunday night. It's February 22nd, 2026. I'm Tanner Lee. Alongside with his co-host, Paul Zartman. Our other co-host, Austin Shepard, is not joining us this evening. He's on a little vacay in some warmer weather.
See, I was just going to go straight for the throat and go, he's celebrating a victory that took place in a bet between him and Majin.
Yeah, inform me, Paul. Was there a big sporting event in the Olympics today?
There was something about hockey and Team Canada, Team USA, and if memory serves me right, Majin said that the ice was going to serve them well, and then in OT, Team USA beat Team Canada.
Oh, so they won the gold medal in men's ice hockey for the first time since 1980. That's what I'm hearing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Wow. So Shep sent me this to show everybody.
It's for Majin.
So for the audio listeners, it is a graphic of a bald eagle in a USA hockey jersey taking down a goose in a Canadian hockey jersey.
I think we lost Majin. He's gone silent.
Yeah.
But hey, Steffi's here. That's good.
Lunch said, "Oh, Shep, just wait till you're back. I swear to God."
Oh man, that's going to be fun. See, I was really looking forward to the banter that was going to be happening between those two guys the entire podcast. It's kind of a good thing because we've got a lot to talk about in AEW this week.
We do.
So it's kind of a good thing he's not here because he'll forget by next Sunday.
I think he'll be back next week, but I'm really not sure. I don't know how long he's on vacation for. I think he's back next week. But
yeah. Okay. By the time he comes back, he'll have forgotten about it.
Yeah, that's
next week
fair.
Or the following week.
That's very true. That's a fair bet. Yeah.
And then Majin will be, dropping comments throughout the video, and Shep will be like, I have no clue what he's saying.
Majin says, we dominated you on the actual ice. We just couldn't score. LOL. Well, scoring is a big part of the game.
If you don't score, it doesn't matter how well you skate.
The team that scores the most goals wins, right? So
yeah.
Yep. Brandon James in the chat. What's going on, Brandon? AEW has been on fire. Yes, they has. And this past week, another good week, another solid Dynamite, another solid Collision, in my opinion. Two great endings to both episodes that we'll be talking about. So we got a lot to talk about. All right, Majin, we'll move on. We got it out of the way. We got out of our system.
As we are moving on, we haven't fully nailed this down yet. We're several weeks into 2026. You think we'd have this locked down yet? When do we want to talk history? Do we want to do that to start the show or end the show?
Let's do it to start the show.
All right.
Talk a little bit of on this day.
Look at that. We got a graphic finally.
On this day in pro wrestling history as related to ROH and AEW. And I had to put Cope on there. I felt weird. Called a graphic on this day and Cope's not on there. Come on.
And we're supposed to be moving on, and you put a Canadian up there who's a hockey fan.
I didn't think about that.
God, that should have debuted next week.
That was just coincidence.
Majin, you can file complaints with KOP.
That was my bad. I'll take that one. That was not supposed to happen. But see, we got the lyrics going on in the chat. I see clearly. Everything has come to light. God, I'm ready for Cope and Christian to come back, man.
Yes. They'll be back soon.
Educate me.
All right.
Educate me up here.
Yes. 2008. ROH held a tournament to crown a number one contender for the ROH World Championship, and it did not provide me with any of the matches.
No results.
Who was actually in there and what the results were. So I apologize for that one and this following one from 2019, where we saw Honor Rising Japan, where ROH co-promoted with New Japan Pro Wrestling in Tokyo, Japan.
Well, Kenny wouldn't have been on because when was the Vegas press conference in 2019? Because the Jacksonville one in January of 2019, Kenny was yet to be All Elite. He was still finishing out his contract. So he might have been part of that. I don't remember when the Vegas Double or Nothing press conference took place in 2019, but it was February or March. I don't recall. I remember watching it. I just don't remember.
Yeah.
Because that's when Kenny came out, became All Elite, and him and Jericho was booked for Double or Nothing. So.
Well, it obviously wasn't on this day because it's not in my graphics.
Right.
Or in my graphics. God, now I'm back to the graphic in my notes.
I do. Right.
I'm a little all over the place tonight. I apologize, folks. And I have not been drinking. I just look at 2023. We saw an episode of Dynamite where Orange Cassidy retained the, at the time, All Atlantic Championship against Wheeler Yuta. The Acclaimed defeated Big Bill and Lee Moriarty. Saraya defeated Sky Blue. John Moxley defeated Evil Uno. And I think, isn't that the one where like Mox busted Evil Uno up and Hangman came down and saved him?
If memory serves me correct. Yeah.
And we saw a Revolution Tag Team Battle Royale won by Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal.
Wow. I was thinking the other way, where's Lethal been? I know we haven't seen Jarrett on TV in over a year, and no Lethal either. So
no. In 2024, we got an ROH episode where Taya Valkyrie defeated Sussy Love in the Women's World Television Championship Tournament first round. Lee Johnson scored a win over Sonico. Red Velvet, there's another name
she's on the shelf right now.
Yeah.
She's injured.
Beat Sandra Moon in another women's TV tournament match. Here's two names that we go, where are they at now? And one, we're not even going to talk too much about him. Danhausen defeated Brandon Cutler.
He might be in a box.
We're just moving past that.
I'm sorry, but that would be a wet fart if that's the box. I'm so on Danhausen. I don't think that a lot of the WWE audience would have any idea.
No, you know what's in the box, don't you?
No, I really don't.
It's Triple H saying, "Welcome to a new era."
You saw that graphic too?
Oh yeah, it's been all over the place.
Did you enjoy the show? It's all part of the show, man. I need to
welcome to a new era.
I need to cut that so we can play that on a hot button. Did you enjoy the show? It's all part of the show, man.
Abaddon defeated Viva Van.
Hey, we saw Viva Van on Dynamite this week.
And Abaddon, we know, left the company for multiple different reasons, one of which contract expired.
Yes.
Speaking of people leaving the company, Ethan Page picked up a victory over Anthony Henry.
He's doing well for himself in NXT.
He is. I've been seeing a lot of stuff around this young lady here over the weekend. Billy Starks beat Robin Renegade.
Yeah, that'd been a good match.
Commander won a 4-corner survivor match. And it wouldn't be an episode of KOP if we didn't mention her name. Athena successfully retained the ROH Women's World Championship against Nyla Rose in a best of 3 falls tables match.
Yeah, and we had somebody comment on one of our shorts on YouTube saying that we need to get a TikTok. Clue. Watch the program. She had a great match against Toni Storm. And I responded, that's not what we were saying. We're right. Complaining that she's not on our TVs more. Yes. I mean, yeah, she does great work when she's on. I mean,
to be fair, the clip did start with me saying, how are we getting her in New Japan before
it did,
AEW? But I was meaning in the year 2026.
Yeah.
I should have clarified. That's on me.
That was the editor here of the clips could have done a better job, but.
And in 2025, we had an excellent episode of Collision where Hologram defeated the Beast Mortos.
Yeah, hopefully, I think it'll be a little while before he returns, but hopefully when he returns, him and Clone can finally start their feud.
Yeah, the feud that was supposed to be started right as Hologram got injured.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel Kidd scored a win over the Butcher.
Gabriel.
Gabriel Kidd. Another name we've been talking a lot about here lately. Anyway, Julia Hart defeated Queen Aminata. And the Death Riders, Pac, Yuta, and Claudio, retained the World Trios Championship. And Brody King won in one of his squash matches that they did at that time for him.
Nice.
So
good stuff.
Yes.
Majin, you know who else is in the Athena position?
Britt Baker.
I do have some news about Britt Baker.
Oh, we got news?
We got news this week, Paul.
We got on this day, and we've got what's happening in the news.
We got some news going on. We are loaded tonight.
What's in the news? What's in the news? Tell us, Tanner, what's in the news?
There we go. Britt Baker offers a wrestling update. I would not say I'm retired, was the headline. It's been, as of this article, which came out yesterday, it's been 465 days since the Dr. Britt Baker has been seen in AEW.
The doctor will not see you right now.
On TikTok, she cleared up any confusion, including whether she's stepping away from the ring for good. I just love that the fans are still talking about me. Baker said with admiration, keep the chatter up. I love it. Just stay tuned. I would not say that I'm retired. No.
Okay.
So, good. Yeah. Well, and Tony Khan came out a couple weeks ago and said, he hinted at Britt coming back eventually, just didn't know when. But yeah, I mean, if she's not injured, I just don't know what we're waiting for. I mean, I know you got to have the right creative, but I feel like you can bring
Majin's comment. I think that's exactly what it is. Oh, not that one.
Deanna Purrazzo, yeah. And she's come out saying she's frustrated with her lack of use. She's also said she's not working full-time as a dentist anymore as she got some creepy fans looking for her. That's no surprise at all. That is no surprise at all.
And that really blew up. I remember seeing something about it right after her and Cole broke up.
Yeah, she was only doing like 1 or 2 days a week in the office. Yeah. Who knows if she's even doing that. That's just too bad. People can be really weird sometimes. Stop being weird.
Yeah, Majin, stop being weird.
I was not calling you out.
We want Britt Baker back on TV.
I was not calling Majin out by any means. I was calling other weirdos out, not Majin.
Oh, okay.
Did you see Dynamite was rewritten this week due to illnesses and some people having travel struggles for getting back from Australia? So this was coming from Meltzer. Once again, take it with a grain of salt. Uncle Dave's had some heat his way lately. But he said on Wrestling Observer Radio, he said, the Omega Swerve match was exactly what was going to be. And I think the 4-way women's TBS championship match was what it was going to be. But there were a lot of illnesses. Both people from Australia, and I think there were some injuries too. There were a lot of illnesses from people, some in Australia, but a lot who didn't go. And he said one particular creative change resulted in Beast Mortos, who was not originally set to wrestle on Dynamite, ultimately facing Kevin Knight in singles competition.
Okay. And, that kind of makes sense because there was a lot of talk around everyone who was in Australia about, the fact that they've done this, and this over the last 10, 11 days. So it makes sense.
And I think we kind of speculated on this last week and the week before, but backstage report on Kenny Omega's AEW Revolution status has been revealed. Fightful Select reported that Omega is currently not scheduled to wrestle at AEW Revolution next month in March, though an appearance or a potential change of plans weren't ruled out. This has been planned for some time, as Omega informed AEW that he would have a scheduling conflict with Revolution a few months ago. As a result, AEW moved up the timetable for Omega's match with Swerve, putting it last night on Dynamite instead of the pay-per-view. While the nature of the scheduling conflict wasn't addressed, Dave Meltzer had reported weeks ago that Omega was scheduled to be in Japan the week of AEW Revolution, taking part in Tokyo's Capcom Cup 12 video game event. Omega is scheduled to meet and greets March 11th through March 13th, which led some to speculate that Omega could leave the event early to take part in Revolution on March 15th. As of now, that appears to not be the case.
Yes.
So that is why we got the main event Wednesday night that we got, which was fantastic. And we'll get into talking about that.
Yeah, we will, because we talk about it all the time, and I'll talk about it during that spot in the show as well.
Yes. Majin said, speaking of Dynamite, did anyone love the Brawling Birds Dynamite debut as much as I did? And he says, there's two big reasons why I like them, but I can't put my finger on it.
No, you can't, because that's, assault, brother.
Yes, it is, brother. Good. But no, I saw some people not liking their debut. I thought it was really good. Really good. So
it's an interesting... For me, it's like Jamie Hayter has finally found her character since her return, and since this character has evolved from what it was when she first debuted.
I was surprised they let their opponents get as much offense in as they did, but I think that was to showcase Viva Van. So
yeah, and that was, phenomenal, because you don't necessarily get that a lot, and that shows that Tony Khan and the Brawling Birds said, hey, these guys deserve a little bit.
Yeah, and that was part of the show. My wife was watching with me, and she was asking me a little bit about it before. She's like, those other two gals didn't get an entrance or anything. I'm like, yeah, because it's gonna be a squash match, and it wasn't really a squash match. So
no, it was almost a full blown match.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? You know what we saw Wednesday night, Tanner?
What's that?
And it makes you very happy. Multiple women's matches on a Dynamite.
Yes, we did. And we got a fun actually that was last night that Tekla was good on the mic. That was last night. But yeah,
we got a nice little fun promo from Stat, at least.
Yeah. And one more piece of news, you might have seen this. MJF's been doing a bunch of media lately.
Oh my gosh, he's everywhere.
Which is good. And this was in an interview with the New York Post. He was asked kind of about Rocky 10 years in AEW, blah, 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 blah. He said, to put it mildly, I don't have to name names. It's not necessarily to name names, but problem children tend to have a way of finding their way out of the door. And some of these problem children, in my opinion, they thought they were taking a step forward when all they were doing was taking a step laterally or backwards. And then he goes on to say, everybody's pushing each other to be the absolute best versions of themselves. I'm pushing Swerve. Swerve's pushing Hangman. Hangman's pushing Kenny. Kenny's pushing Fletcher. Fletcher's pushing Ospreay, and so on and so forth. It's a domino effect, and that's why our show is so incredible right now. We are all biting on each other's heels. We all want the spot. We all want the championship to top it off. We all care deeply about All Elite Wrestling.
I wonder if any of those problem children were some chick magnets.
I don't think that's who he was referring to, because he's talked about Punk lately in a different. I think he was more referring to Malachi and Miro.
Yeah. Who were only there to think because they thought that they were going to come in and be the next big thing. And
that's just me speculating. I could be way off. He could be talking about other people. Some people thought he was talking about maybe Ricky Starks. Now Ricky Saints. I just, whenever somebody talks like that, I think Malachi Black right away.
Yeah. I could see that. Although he did have a good match with Orton.
He did, which he needed, to be honest.
Yeah.
So,
but I thought they were going to put him in a mixed tag match storyline with the Terror Twins and his wife.
It's been interesting to see the WWE using talent that have departed from AEW. Some they've used really well, others kind of lost in the sauce right now. Maybe grass isn't always greener on the other side type of thing.
And it was the same stars who left to go to AEW because they were fed up with their position in the company.
Yep.
They thought going to AEW was a power move, and that when their contract was up, WWE would be, let's put them in the spotlight. Let's put the world championship around their waist. Let's put the whole focus on them.
Modern said, man, if Miro was open to doing jobs like everyone else does, he'd probably be used better too. Yeah, that one was not. That was never a shy report, that Miro and Tony just couldn't get on the same page creatively speaking.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yep. Gotta do jobs sometimes. It's wrestling business.
Jobs are important.
Dynamite though, hot crowd, Sacramento.
Yes.
Sold out venue. It started with Moxley and Davis in a AEW Continental Championship Eliminator match, which these Eliminator matches are starting to grow on me a little bit, Paul, because they're getting a little more unpredictable.
I will say, yeah,
a little. I'm not in love with them yet, but
no.
But Mox can't do no wrong lately, in my opinion. I think he's putting on great matches.
Oh, they're letting him. And what's funny to me, and maybe this is just all coincidence, but if you go back to masked men attacking in the other company and everybody immediately jumped that it was Mox coming back as Ambrose.
Only the idiots did. I mean, come on.
Well, all right, let's be fair. I'm trying to be nice here, all right?
I won't. Those people who did that literally don't watch anything except the Fed, because John Moxley's contract is not up anytime soon, and he is not leaving AEW. They let him do whatever he wants. So
yes,
I will not be nice, Paul. You can.
But maybe it was coincidence, but that's like really when Mox took it up an extra notch.
Yeah.
Like, no, motherfuckers, I don't do... Excuse the language.
I
pulled a Shep, not even thinking about it.
You're all good.
But he's like, oh, look, I don't do the neck thing anymore. I'm not out there doing this anymore. I'm out here splitting heads open and making people pass out and beating asses.
Well, that's like this feud with the Death Riders and the Callis family. The Callis family has a lot of guys who can go the style that the Death Riders do. Like Mark Davis, yes. we all praise Kyle Fletcher, and he deserves all the praise, But I got to say, Mark Davis is starting to find himself too. So, when Aussie Open first split and he kept getting injured, and then he had this going with help me out here, his new tag team partner who just got hurt.
Yeah.
Jake. Jake. He was Jake something, but it's Jake.
Yeah.
Man, his last name escaping me. Jake Doyle, thank you. But so he goes down.
Sure, glad I could help because none of the comments had it.
Yeah, I thought of it. I said, well, Margin said Davis, and Davis and Doyle just then came to my head. So, but
Doyle rules.
Yeah, there you go, Billy Madsen, shout out there. But Mark Davis is hard hitting. He's had good matches lately. This match with him and Mox was good. He busted his hand open. Pretty nasty. But it obviously didn't hurt him too bad because he's going to be facing Brody King this upcoming Wednesday night on Dynamite. Talk about a meat match.
Oh man, never mind. I won't do it. I've already crossed the line once.
No, you haven't. We're all good. It's all good.
All right, fine. Big meaty man. Big meaty man slapping each other.
That might have to be clipped.
No.
It might have to be. That might have to be. But Mox got the win in the end.
No shocker.
But later in the night, we found out we're getting Moxley Takeshita, no time limit for the Continental Championship at Revolution. I'm all for that. And I'm not trying to show my cards yet, but I will in this match. I don't see how Takeshita doesn't win that match.
You've made it loud and clear the last few
I have, haven't I?
He's taken the title off of Mox. He's going to take the title off of Okada. They're going to reunite him.
Yeah,
and then as soon as he drops it, they'll split him in the other title, go back to Okada.
I'm going to start yelling.
Again. Yep. You'll stroke out.
Probably. FTR and Stoke in the ring. Of course, we know we're getting FTR and the Bucks at Revolution. But the Bucks, while Stokes on the mic, hit both Dax and Cash with super kicks. And then Stokely realizes, like, oh, God, they're behind me.
They're right behind me.
And then everybody missed the super kicks because the TV glitched.
Okay, thank God. I still thought it was just mine.
Everybody. So I saw the live, like somebody from the crowd post on Twitter. That's how I saw the super kicks, because everybody's feed glitched, at least in America. So,
okay. Yeah, because as I've made it well known, I watch it on HBO Max. I don't pay for live television. I got the streaming services, and it did that, and I was like, "Was I behind?" And
it did on TBS
jump
as
right
well.
then and there.
Yep, kind of sucked.
Okay,
is what it is.
I don't feel so bad then.
And I loved how last night Stokes shows up with a black eye, selling it perfectly.
Yes.
Love it.
Stokes, man, he is on his own level.
Roger, why are FTR even allowed to speak? You can't talk. Let Big Stoke handle it.
Sure they can. Nicely. My family is important. These titles, 80s wrestling is where it's at. We don't need no flips. We don't need no super kicks. We don't need no high stuff, even though they do high stuff now. Keep it to the mat. We're FTR. We do it for our family. We're FTR. FTR is amazing. FTR for my family.
Well, and then last night, I'm going to mix Dynamite and Collision kind of together as we go tonight. So last night,
getting to the point where they're meshing very, very well,
which is how it should be.
Separate shows.
Yes, how it should be. Yes.
Yes.
Last night saw FTR come up on the Rascals, who are enjoying a little recreational activity, so to speak. And you can get their new shirt on shopaew.com. They were advertising that last night, and
cheap plug.
They're like, hey, you want to fight tonight? Let's fight tonight. So they challenged FTR to a tag team eliminator match. That was the main event. And with the help of the Bucks via distraction, the Rascals got the win. So don't know when they're going to get the number one contender match. But after the match, we saw the Demand come down and attack the Rascals. FTR started attacking the Bucks. Jack Perry tried to come down, but Ricochet attacked at him. And then FTR went and got in the face of Matt and Nick Jackson's parents and their brother, pulled Malachi Jackson over the barricade into the ring, spiked him with a pile driver as the show went off the air. Loved it. Right. Thought it was a great, chaotic finish.
Now, you mentioned the Demand, so I'm going to ask you this, because we're all over the place.
Yes,
we don't
who lost last night, by the way, trying to win the trios titles. They lost. So.
Yes. We don't have Shep here to keep us in a straight, narrow path.
Yeah, like he does so well at that.
Yes.
Hey, if he sees a gator down in Florida, he's gonna have to zigzag. So
the Demand.
Yes.
They're little. I don't know. It's what this.
They're. I don't know. Yeah.
Is that a kind of a shot at Ricky? Do you feel like it might?
I've never thought about that until you brought it up now. I just thought it was something kind of corny that Ricochet came up with, but it could be.
I mean, because we all know Ricochet is very against the Fed,
as he should be.
I'm not sure who's more against it, him or Mox, but
probably Ricochet. Probably, honestly, because it's still fresher and newer.
And then they screwed his wife too.
Yeah. Which, if she wants to be, she'll be at AEW bound next year if she wants to be. But No, that's interesting. I'll have to think about it. I want to say no right now. Just ask me off the cuff. I don't think it is a shot at Saints, but
until you watch it again, they do it on Dynamite, and you'll be like, "Oh, wait, that is very close."
So we saw Jet Set Rodeo, Kevin Knight, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Hangman. Yes, successfully defend against the demand. Here's my problem with the trios titles, which are like my least favorite thing in AEW right now. And I have a problem on the women's division with this too. I don't like when you have people holding two titles. It screws up the other title things.
Okay, but I will say this. Willow has done a fairly well job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fairly good job. There we go. I can speak tonight. Words are hard.
Well,
of defending both. It is kind of, I'm not going to say like she's out there 1 week defending one, the next defending the other, but we did see that in a sense. Defended the titles, tag titles in Australia, came right back and defended the TBS title. But that's it.
That's my problem though. Like in the men's, we don't have a double champion right now. We did with Samoa Joe for a while. That was in my head. But like when you have that, you're automatically taking away from the other title. Like come pay-per-view time, they're not going to defend them both.
Exactly.
Like I feel like a double champion should be like very rare when it comes to AEW. And we see it too often.
And it should be like big names, like Hangman and MJF and here you want to do double champions. All right, you've got a whole nother freaking promotion you could take a title from and it wouldn't matter.
Yep.
All right, we had Dustin holding tags and trios or 6-man because it's ROH, and nobody batted an eye at it.
Well, and like Majin's saying here, Willow's going to defend against his fantasy woman, the Megasis, which I kind of thought maybe they'd pull the trigger the other night on the title change and have Megan Bang win the TBS title and pin somebody that wasn't Willow, since it's a 4-way match with Mina Shirakawa, Marina Shafir, Willow, and Megan Bang, but that wasn't the case. Willow gets the win, and they're teeing this up at the end of that match, and a heck of a bump that Megan Bang took off the top rope, my God, from Willow. And then last night, there was an angle that they kind of teased it too. Okay, so if that is the TBS title match at Revolution, then we're not getting a women's tag title match unless Willow and Harley lose the titles before then. You see, almost that's where
go home show.
That's where I have the problem with right there.
But okay, so here's the problem then, though. You've got no true number one contender for the tag titles, women's tag titles at this point.
No, and the team they're teasing, one of their two women is going for the TBS title. It's too many.
And that's why I said the Sisters of Sin needed to be more involved in this. This gives you the team having all gold. If you put the tag titles on them, then you have an official team who has officially every member wearing gold. That's not all the same. So trios is out the picture there. And it puts them away from the TBS title where you're putting Megan Bang. Because it started that they were just going for the tag titles. But I knew in Australia when Megan picked up that TBS title that's where they were going from there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So it's not officially a Revolution match yet, so I'm not. I got to save some of my picks for our Revolution's predictions come the teen week of March. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
But what day is that again?
Revolution Sunday, March 15th. But we're going to have to do our predictions. I'm hoping we'll check with our schedules. Hoping maybe we can do a Friday night show. I'm hoping. Or some week night show that week.
That would work because I am somebody else on the 14th.
I knew your Saturdays are going to become pretty busy going forward.
Yes.
So
yes.
Yeah.
2 in March, one in April.
Yeah.
Getting some steel cage involved in April. I mean,
what do you think about MJF and Hangman?
You were like lost for words there for a minute.
I was trying to think of something clever to say, and I couldn't think of anything. So I'm like, I'm just
8 steel cage matches, one night, April.
It's like a lethal lockdown.
Yeah. You could be there, front row, $15.
$15.
And I try really hard not to break into the Jay and Silent Bob shtick there when I say $15. So props to me for that. Majin, you need to fly down from Canada and go to Warsaw, Indiana. Move now. Anyway, Hangman, MJF, fantastic stuff. These two are always good on the mic. I love how they're willing to allow each other to call anything and everything and just use it and not get offended.
Yeah, I thought it was good mic work by both guys. I popped when MJF called Hangman hanging. Oh man,
hanging.
It just cracks me up when he does stuff like that. But interesting stipulations or possible stipulations coming out of this match. If Hangman loses, he's never going to challenge for the AEW World Championship again. I thought he was going to say as long as you have it, but he didn't. He said again for the rest of his life.
And here's the thing. Oh, go ahead.
And he threw out a stipulation of Texas death, which he has never lost. We don't know what MJF stipulation he's going to throw out there is, but I got to think it's Texas death. I don't think it matters what stipulation MJF throws out there. I think it's going to be Texas death with if Hangman loses, he can't challenge for the title ever again. I think that's what we're going to get.
I think that's exactly what MJF will throw out there. Oh, yeah, I like Texas death match. Let's do that. Oh, you want to never challenge for it again? I can agree to that.
Yeah. Which, I came away Wednesday night. I'm like, this is stupid. Why are we doing this again? We saw Cody do it. It was a blunder. But then I got to thinking about it. This can still work. Assuming MJF wins and Hangman loses. It's pro wrestling. They can always go back on that. From a year from now, you can have somebody holding that title, hanging it over Hangman's head. And then Hangman can turn heel eventually and go back on it. You can make it work. I think Hangman can make that work. There's no way that Hangman will never challenge for the AEW World title again. He's too big a name. There's other belts
Cody
that are meaningful.
Too.
Well, Cody did to himself. Cody screwed up. That was a stupid mistake in the very beginning of AEW. And if he would have stayed with AEW, wrote it out, he probably would have went back on that stick because he probably would have turned heel and went back on that. But he didn't let it breathe enough. And because of Cody doing that, we got him facing Anthony goddamn Ogogo and Double or Nothing 2021 and stupid ass shit like that. He got lost in the sauce and
wow, I got you all fired up.
Well, it's frustrating because Cody could have been doing what he is in WWE and AEW, and he did to himself. And I'm a big Cody fan. Look behind me, but it frustrates me when I look back on his time.
Competing in the Royal Rumble every year to chase the title once again because you can't hold on to it because you're a boring champion.
Well, it's ridiculous that he's gonna be assuming he's into WWE Championship match. It's 4 Manias in a row. It's like, come on, get him in a story that's not with the championship. But, yeah. But here's a few comments I want to catch up on. Maj, to go quickly back to your title thing, Tanner, I'll add this. I hate when it's obvious you're putting a title on someone just to hold the title. Case in point, Hanger with the Trios title. Thank you. Which I know they had a pivot with Hobbs there.
Yeah.
I know they had to do something, but
you could have put it on the demand and it would have been just fine.
Yeah, or get it on the Rascals. That's what I've been saying lately.
Well, were the Rascals at
not yet, but now I'm saying he's got a Trios title, but they barely defend it, and he's going for the world title. Yep.
Double champion if he wins.
There's no way you're making the lead character not in the forefront. Exactly.
Yep.
And when he holds the title, it's two diminishing returns every time. Yeah. So Maj and I are on the same page. Yep. So yeah, but They can make it work. Texas Death would be fun, and the no DQ comes with Texas Death. Other people can get involved. I'm all for
Swerve.
it. Yeah, Swerve definitely could now that he's heel again. They could revisit that real quick. I wonder how he's gonna feel about his boy. How Hangman's gonna feel about his boy Swerve attacking his other boy.
He don't care. He don't care.
We saw OC. Go ahead, Paul. I'm sorry.
I did have this question, or not question, but statement. But I was letting you get your rant out of the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now I lost it again. Damn it.
Come on, workhorse.
I know the workhorse is not working tonight. I keep seeing other things that make me go, oh, Hanger doesn't need a title. I've said this for a long time. Hanger is such a big name at this point right now. If you put him in the Continental, in the All Atlantic, or not All Atlantic, whatever.
International.
No, the one that Ricochet
National.
had.
The National.
There we go.
That's a stupid ass title.
That one. The NWA knockoff.
Yeah.
He could promote it. Do I want him to see him go for the TNT? Absolutely not. But he could elevate the TNT title even if you get to a point where it feels like it's kind of fallen into the background.
Did you guys catch the storytelling though when Hanger says that if he loses, he'll never challenge for the title is when Swerve turns heel? Yeah.
It's kind of like Swerve going, ooh, wait a minute. But onto your Cody thing real quick. You could always have him in a storyline that doesn't need to be for a champion, like, when he takes on Jacob Fatu, kind of like MJF yeeting in Zilla Fatu's face.
Well, and if you really pay attention, Cody's starting a slow heel turn. He's talking down to his friends and everything. So now, will they pull the trigger? I don't know, because he brings in so damn much merch money. I don't know, but
I think heel Cody would do it too, because here's something I noticed, and I'm a gamer and I pick up on little things. In WWE 2K25, right before the announcement of 26 coming out and what all was in it, they announced the death of the Bullet Club in New Japan. I get on, my game has an update. So I'm looking through, I'm not seeing anything new until I get to the logos where Cody's black logo has returned. And it's just there's also one and it's in all black and it just says Nightmare. It doesn't say American Nightmare. So it's like we're even planting the seeds in video games now. But the problem becomes if you're going to have Cody turn heel eventually, he can't be on podcasts. He can't be doing his podcast every week with, having AJ Styles in and Finn Balor and Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. You can't do that.
Yeah.
But if you want to promote his damn podcast so much, it's very simple. Yes, you have him turn heel on the podcast and drop his guest.
It's WWE produced podcast. That's the reason I don't think they're going to pull the trigger on it anytime soon, because he's their face of the company. He's a spokesman. Like I just don't think they're going to do it. And he even said unless he does lie a lot, but on his one with Rey Mysterio, he said he thinks it's more challenging right now to be a babyface, especially a white meat babyface, than be a heel. So he likes the challenge.
Yeah, but you can't be a babyface and then come out and be like, look, I didn't get the nickname Raheem for no reason.
I don't know, man.
I'm just saying, I'm waiting for when the lights come up on him, the hair's black and he's in a black suit and he's doing the Superman Returns gimmick just like he did in AEW, but the marks of WWE would probably get it faster than the AEW fans.
It didn't help there was no crowd.
Well,
or
that's
anything.
True.
I mean, it was just
that's true.
And it was so like, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad they got that match in because Brody's, ultimately passed away and everything. But it all felt so rushed. I thought they should have kept him off TV longer. It just was all clunky. But last thing on Cody, if he does turn heel, you got to go away from Kingdom.
No.
Yeah, because you can't have the crowd go, whoa. You can't do that as a heel. You can't. Sorry.
You keep the song, you change it just slightly, and instead of doing the see, here's the thing. This is my ultimate Cody turns heel moment. Okay. Yeah, Homelander, whatever.
I thought he was doing the Superman Returns when his hair was black.
He mentioned it too, but it's also Homelander.
Oh, I thought that was something else when he's in AEW.
No, he did the Homelander thing.
Could slow it down with like they did with Smoke and Mirrors. That's true.
Yeah,
well, and that's the only song they allowed Downstate to do. They wouldn't let Cardona bring his music in.
No, you get Miz and Cody. That's it.
Yeah, I really want to get Downstate, Zach Call, and Downstate on the pod sometime to talk about some stuff, but hadn't happened yet.
But anyway,
yeah.
So everybody's cheering. Whoa, and instead of that, he still goes down for it and comes up and just flips everybody off. Have him do the skull mask that he's done that went from this to this to this. Have him do that. Do it at the Monday after Mania or whatever, where he's down and out, blah blah blah, flips everybody off, takes off the mask. He's got the black hair, opens the jacket to reveal a black and white gimmick instead of the red, white, and blue. It's something MJF has done.
All right, enough talking about Cody. We'll get back on track. We went down a rabbit hole from the Hangman not challenging for the AEW World Title stipulation
because Cody did the same.
Yes. Which
it's all your fault.
I knew I was going to bring it up. I just want to see where it went. So we got OC and the Stone Pitbull, Ishii against Gabe Kidd and Clark Connors. We saw OC and Ishii win, but Ishii, I think he legit hurt himself. If not, he was grabbing his hamstring a lot.
Yeah.
So, what's your opinion on Hook taking over as head of the ops right now when in Joe's absence?
Oh, what is it? The ops never out or never under or whatever it says.
Well, whatever it says, it's like it's laughable right now because they're down in numbers.
Yes.
So I was like, that's why Shibata's over recruiting in Japan.
Yeah. Our friend from Between Two Beards, Pluggo, edited that to say, except right now where we're down in numbers.
I mean,
I don't think, I know he's Taz's kid. I know Taz is giving him pointers right now. So's Joe. He's not ready.
It's not clicking with me. I'm not saying I wish he would have left for NXT. Like there's a rumor, but something with Hook is just not clicking with me. He doesn't have the same aura he had at first when he came into AEW and wasn't saying much, just eating chips. I don't like him. He calls himself the best second generation wrestler or most famous second generation wrestler. I don't like that.
I don't know. Second generation wrestler.
It's just not clicking with me right now.
No. No.
Yeah, like watching. Whoa! Now he's the greatest second generation wrestler there's ever been. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like Steffi says, I mean, you are the son of the human suplex machine. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fine in the ring. I don't have a problem with his in-ring work. It's just everything else.
Hook's aura only works when Hook's not on the mic. Comes back to the ops. We're talking him up how it's, man, Hook, it feels like Hook is back. And then they put him on a mic and we're just like, yep, never mind.
Well, he needs to learn how to talk. I mean,
well,
even though his dad never spoke.
That's what it is. I think that's why the aura works so well for him when he's not talking, because it is more like Taz.
when I laughed when he was talking about, because he was a really good lacrosse player. And he played some lacrosse in college. That's why I said like he was wanted by all these schools. But then he couldn't make it through college. And I'm not saying like I'm not dissing him for not getting the education part, but it just wasn't for him, and he figured that out. But like, I wouldn't even have brought that up if I were him. I don't know. I just thought that was because he's put that out there on Wrestling Nation 24/7 on Busted Open, it like talking about his college experience stuff. I wouldn't have put that out there.
Look, Tanner, not all of us are cool like you and graduate high school and go straight to college and make it all the way through in one shot. All right. Shut up.
It took me longer. I didn't graduate in 4 years, so it took me a little while. So
I graduated high school in 2006 and I'm a sophomore in college in 2026.
Yeah, but at least you're trying, Paul. You're going for it. Better late than never.
I'm going to be the lawyer of KOP by the time this is all said.
Yeah, we might need it by that
time. Chef's not here. We're good.
Yeah, we're good for this week.
Majin, please wait another 5.5 years to decide to sue Shep for something he said.
Brawling Birds making their debut as a team against Viva Van, and I'll
watch it tomorrow.
It says Beckham is B3CCA. I don't know. I was not familiar with her, but the Brawling Birds won in the end. I did like the Spinebuster Hater line combination for the win. I thought that was a cool little move.
Yes. Love the matching attire. It wasn't perfectly matching, but it was enough. It represented where they were from, who they were.
Yep. Saw Statlander backstage with Thunder Rosa. Nice surprise there. She returned in the ring last night. Thunder Rosa did, picking up a win over Julia Hart. So, and then when Julia Hart tried to attack her with Thekla on the mic, Statlander came in to save Thunder Rosa. So I thought Thunder Rosa had a really good match last night. I thought she looked good. First time being in a ring in 8 months.
And I want to talk about Thunder Rosa for a minute because I almost sent this to you, but I wanted to throw you off when I brought it up on the podcast tonight. I saw a post on Instagram today from Thunder Rosa where she sat down. She still had her makeup on, but she sat down and she just talked to the camera because she's been getting a lot of hate here lately. And it's not because of her in-ring work. It's because of her nationality.
Which is messed up.
And I think she handled that extremely well. She told all of her fans not to, she wasn't going to say who this person was, who was giving her crap. She said, look, don't respond with hate to comments that are hateful. Just move on. We do our fighting in the ring, not in the comments.
Yeah, she catches a lot of strays from people, and it's there's really no place for it.
With everything that's been going on in America the last couple of years, I thought that was a very well done little. Yeah. Not necessarily even a promo, just a post.
She's a pro's pro. She does a good job.
Yes.
So I'm glad to see her back on television. Kevin Knight beat Beast Mortos. I had no problem with the match, but it makes sense that Meltzer said, this wasn't supposed to be the match because the placement of it was weird. It didn't really flow with the show type of thing. I mean, we knew Kevin Knight wasn't going to lose. So
no.
Yeah. Yeah. But I enjoy watching Kevin Knight work. So.
And it gets you talking about LFI again because that's true. He still part of LFI?
He is. And if he would have won, they were going to get a trios match last night on Collision, but they didn't. So
yeah.
But Kenny and Swerve main event was awesome. It's up there. You can probably put it up there for an early match of the year contender. I always give Kenny his flowers as one of the best in the world still. And we know Swerve's really good, but I got to give Swerve his flowers. Like whenever he's against one of these guys, he ups his game too.
Oh man, nobody does it like Swerve does. And I don't know why, but the world has turned upside down because I get on social media here lately and all I'm seeing is old school Swerve posts.
It's because WWE dropped the ball with the dude big time.
Well, Yeah, but I mean, the dude's been in the company. He's been in the spotlight. He's been who he is since coming into AEW, and then he turns heel again. And now it's like, oh, check out this post from 2018 when he took on this person who nobody knows because they never made it out of that indie scene, and look at what he could do then. And it's just gotten better. So
yeah, I mean, this match was a lot of fun though. Like every time you thought the match was over, Kenny would kick out. He hit some good V triggers. We saw Swerve counter into a house call and big pressure at the end for the win. But after the match, Swerve wasn't done. He grabbed the chain, wrapped it around Kenny's neck, threw him over the rope to choke him out, then pulled the ring steps away from the ring post, dragged Kenny up to the ring steps, connected with big pressure to Omega. Then he clears the announce table. Through the announce table.
And
Danielson's right there.
Yes, just staring. I loved Shivani just being like, you can't get involved, Brian. Brian, just stay there. Get back, Brian. You can't get involved in this, Brian.
Yeah, Shivani was awesome. When it gets serious, he does a good job.
Yes, that is Excalibur is good for play-by-play. Shivani is who really makes you feel like things are serious. And even though half the world seems to disagree with us, Brian is probably the best color guy on commentary right now.
Yep.
And if I see one more person say Booker T's better, I'm going to strangle him.
That must have been on TikTok because I didn't see it on any others. So
I saw
you handle the TikTok. I don't. So you got to report back with what you're seeing.
Oh, you don't want to know what comes across there half the time.
Why I don't have it.
But I want to take a minute to talk about this match because, it should have been Revolution. But I'm so glad it wasn't. Because you would have had to have paid 30, 40, 50 bucks, whatever it is, to get that match to see Swerve turn heel like that. It was because they're doing these smaller arenas right now for Dynamite. It was a more intimate setting. You had cameras in different positions than you would have had them for pay-per-views. You had a different audience there than you would have for pay-per-views. This worked well. I was so glad that they did this on television, not at a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I mean, we're spoiled when we get pay-per-view caliber matches like this on free television. And definitely the reasoning behind why they did it on TV makes sense. So, yeah, I was fine with it.
Yeah. Even if there was no reason, like Kenny didn't have conflict, Swerve didn't have a conflict, and they said, you know what, we're going to put this on television, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah.
And I kind of knew that there was something coming post-match when he came out with the chain. I know he has been here lately, but it looked a little longer than normal, in my opinion. And I don't know, just the way he handled it when he took it off and the way he handed it to Prince Nana, I was just like, yeah, something's happening.
Well, and he's
been know what.
Slowly planting the seeds for a heel turn for a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. He's kind of going back. He was going back to that tweener position a little bit between babyface and heel. So
are we going to swerve when we drive again, or are we sticking with this theme?
No, because that theme fits the heel character if you listen to the lyrics. So dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And why would you want the crowd dancing with you if you're a heel? You don't want that.
Look, he didn't even have that music anymore, and they were still doing it. Freaking Prince Nana was still doing it.
Well, Nana does this part, and then he does this now. That's supposed to be the new dance, but no.
Nana needs to stop dancing right now because Swerve's heel. Nana started driving when Swerve was heel. That's the problem.
Maybe Swerve eventually turns on Nana too.
Look, I've thought that was going to happen since Nana started swerving when he drives.
Yeah. Mod says, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Swerve was using Hanger to watch his back. Now that he might not challenge for the world title, he's throwing them all to the side.
Yep. Screw everybody.
Yep. Updated card for Dynamite coming up Wednesday night on the 25th. We got Mark Davis versus Brody King. We got John Moxley versus El Clone. Orange Cassidy versus Gabe Kidd. And MJF and Hangman Page to decide on the stipulation for their AEW World Title match at Revolution.
Texas Death.
Yeah, it's got to be right. Crowd was chanting it. Hangman said it. Hangman hasn't lost it. So with that, on top of the stipulation, if Hangman loses, he can never challenge for the AEW World Title again. That's gonna have fans like, oh my God, like who's gonna win this match type thing. So
yep. You set it up perfectly for. And I'm not swerving when I drive. I get in trouble. I'd get arrested and, sent to jail. I don't need that.
So we got 3 matches officially on the Revolution card. Got Takeshita, Mox for the Continental Championship, Bucks, FTR, which this is a rubber match if you don't count their 3-way match at All In. If you're counting just tag team matches, they're 2-2. So this would be a rubber match. And
I know what he's wanting me to do now.
No, the Mark Davis against Brody King.
He's gonna clip it himself because you're not going to.
How do you know?
I told you to clip something else and you never did.
I still got time. I haven't deleted anything.
You'll have to go back like God, 5
where was I going?
Now.
Oh, and we got MJF and Hangman. Those are the 3. What other matches do you think we're going to get if you were to predict right now, a couple weeks ahead of time? We are
Revolution.
We are 3 weeks away or 4 weeks away as of tonight.
3.
March 1st, 8th. Yeah, 3. Yep.
I got this. I think we'll get Bane and Willow.
I do too.
I think we'll get a rematch for the women's title.
Okay. Yeah, probably. I was wondering maybe Thunder Rosa gets a shot, but you're probably right.
I think that shot will come before Revolution.
Even though Majin thinks it'll be Thunder Rosa. Could have a 3-way match, I guess.
You could. Thunder can pull out some 3-way matches. I'm sure.
So we're not getting the trios title. We're not getting the women's tag titles.
No, because we're getting the men's tag titles.
Yeah. Man, so there's not going to be. So who's Okada going to face? See, they're not doing anything with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fletcher Ciampa again. Ciampa said he's ready when Fletcher gets back. I feel like Ciampa's going to take it back off Fletcher, but I don't think Revolution is the right spot for it.
Revolution's not. It's a TV title. It needs to be on TV, which is why I don't like the fact that they're going to do the TBS on Revolution, but they will. They'll choose that over the women's tag. I think TBS should be defended on TBS, TNT on TNT, and that's that.
It could be Claudio and Okada. Callis family versus.
Dare call him that name. We're not feds around here.
Speaking of Claudio, he is defending his CMLL championship against Andrade. Gotta think Andrade's winning that. That makes too much
absolutely.
Sense. Which Andrade and MJF had a face-to-face last night on Collision, which was pretty funny backstage.
Yes.
Oh, we'll get Orange Cassidy and Gabe Kidd. We'll get that match.
Oh yeah.
Or not Orange. Darby. Excuse me. Darby Allin and Gabe Kidd. We'll get that. Yeah. We're getting Orange Cassidy and Gabe Kidd Wednesday. We'll get Darby and Gabe Kidd, I think, at Revolution.
Yeah, and they're gonna play it off that somehow this has got to do the the conglomeration, and Darby's part of it now because we're pushing the conglomeration again.
I wouldn't mind seeing Roderick Strong against Orange Cassidy.
See, that's what I want to see.
Yeah. And you know who I feel bad? I was thinking about this the other day. I feel bad for Kyle O'Reilly. The dude was finally getting tons of momentum in the company after Blood and Guts, and he gets hurt.
Yep.
Again.
It's what happens
again
if you're not careful.
Man, it's the Undisputed Era guys have been just snake bitten by injuries.
The Undisputed Era and the Bang Bang Gang.
And the Bang Bang Gang, which get those guys in the trios mix. Saw him backstage at Collision last night.
Of them?
With Ace Austin, you do.
Mm.
He's a new member of the Bang Bang Gang. So while Colton and Jay are on the shelf, throw those three in there, because I saw those three, the Outrunners, and Bowens were playing a drinking game with Private Party last night on Collision.
I saw that.
Well, Private Party got time to talk, which I like. It means they're going to be in the mix. I mean, tag division's loaded. Tag division's loaded if they use it right.
If they use it right. Yep. Keywords there.
Mon said he wouldn't mind seeing Roddy join Death Riders with his wife. Riders of Death, as he calls. I'm still waiting to see Yuta's bald head.
Yeah, we won't see it. He'll have hair back before he takes that cap off.
Probably.
That's what they're doing.
He wrestled in a beanie last night.
Yeah, they're going to keep this thing strapped to his head. And that's why he's going to be the first one out, because other than Danny Garcia, everybody else is bald.
Yeah.
Except Roddy's wife.
Well, Pac's not bald.
What? I don't count Pac. He doesn't count.
Why?
Because he's never around long enough.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, he's been on TV for a while now.
Yeah, and we're coming.
You forgot about Pac. That's what it is. You forgot about Pac.
No. Look, it's what happens. He's getting really close to that time again. He's going to run into a visa issue or get injured.
Yeah,
happens every time they get him going.
Probably. So, overall, I thought it was another solid week of AEW. Solid Dynamite, solid Collision. Loved the ending to both shows. Chaotic ending to both shows. Good storytelling to end both shows.
Majin says someone took it off in an indie show and he looks like Johnny Hungy, just not as muscular. Well, the problem is nobody's as muscular as Johnny Hungy for a man his size.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he's Hungy.
Oh,
come on, Tanner.
No, I'm not doing that.
Tanner.
Absolutely not.
Come on, Tanner.
I'm not representing the Dark Order.
Join the Dark Order. I almost had you convinced to join the Dark Order when Brody was running it.
That's when they were fun and cool. It's all been downhill since. Yeah, Anna Jay, haven't seen her in a while, so be interesting to see what happens with her contract.
Wasn't she just doing stuff with TJ again?
She was, but her contract's coming up soon, and she's going to weigh her options. That's been reported, so I think that's why they keep her off television.
I know I follow her on social media, and she's doing a lot of traveling, so she's living her best life right now. And I don't know if her and Jack Perry are still together.
I believe they are. Because
they've always kind of had their own separate stuff where they don't do a whole lot together. So
I believe they are, but I could be mistaken. It's hard to keep up with sometimes.
She's mine if she's not Majin. Back off.
There was one guy that I see Shep's stepson return in ROH.
Oh, okay.
Nick Wayne. So hopefully we'll see him back on AEW television soon. And Kip was with them again. So still keeping that going.
In the Fed. Weigh your options just means, do I go to the Fed or not?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
at this point,
people really don't want to do indie runs anymore.
Which I don't understand, because look what Cardona did for himself.
He should have stayed there.
Yeah. He's been buried since he came back.
He wanted to be with his wife, I think. So
I know. Who wants to spend that much time with their significant other than you? God, I'm turning into Shep this week. What's wrong with me?
Where do I start? Anything else, Paul, you want to hit on before we wrap this baby up?
Dynamite's firing on all cylinders. I said it last week. I'll say it again this week. I do want to say you better be, as I get ready to wrap this up, you better be setting up some stuff for some new stuff that we haven't talked about yet.
I am. I'm getting it pulled up there.
All right. Good job.
Yep.
Good job.
Yep. It's one of the sites. One of the sites takes a little longer to load than the other one.
Oh, no way. Really? Isn't that why we decided not to do that anymore? Yeah.
Wait, Steffi's got something for me. She said my name in all caps.
Uh-oh. Oh, there's the before I forgot. Uh-oh. You're in trouble. Steffi used her yelling voice. And it wasn't directed at Majin.
For once.
I'm scared. And Majin had no comeback when I said if Anna and Jack Perry aren't together anymore, she's mine. He can't have her. I was surprised.
It's probably good he didn't have a comeback. I don't know why you're bringing this up again, because now we're going to get a...
Nah.
Steffi and Majin's podcast is still on hold.
Okay. All right.
Well, you'll have to let us know when it's launched.
Yes, please keep us in the loop. We will follow you guys just like you follow us. You two are dedicated to this podcast, so we will do the same to you.
Yes.
So,
but yep, I got everything ready.
All right. So, with that being said, let's wrap this thing up. You were supposed to say, Paul, wrap it up so I could, feed
I'll
off
wrap
you.
it up. Wrap it up.
There
Paul.
we go.
Come on, Paul.
Fucking jackalope. Anyway, be sure to follow the Kicking Out Podcast on all social media at Kicking Out Pod. Be sure to listen to the Kicking Out Podcast wherever it is you listen to your podcast and leave us that 5-star review because we are
please. It's an easy free way. We appreciate the views on YouTube. We really do. But for audio listeners out there, please give us that 5-star rating. And if you want to leave a review, that'd be great too. But at least please give us that rating. That really helps us out.
Yeah. And I mean, we are 5-star KOP. So, you can't beat the three of us together.
Listen to the workhorse here. So,
sure. Also, you can support the podcast another way if you do want to spend a little bit of money, support a great podcast, and look absolutely fantastic doing so. Head on over to kickingoutshop.com where you can get all sorts of great things like there it is, Majin. The Mountain Dew Paul shirt has launched. Look at that beauty. Look at that. Man, so good looking. So good looking. You know what else we need? We need a Main Event Network KOP combo shirt. Because in case nobody's aware, we are part of the Main Event Wrestling Network. Follow them on all social media as well. Check out, they've got podcasts coming your way every single day.
Blogs as well.
Blogs, everything, man. You can get all your wrestling news and stay up to date with everybody's opinion on what's going on in the wrestling world by joining one network, and that's the Main Event Wrestling Network. You'll get us and Mr. OTM.
Yeah, and they could go follow the Main Event Wrestling Network on all social media platforms, and especially on X. They did a Follow Friday post, had everybody that's part of the network, everybody's handle on there. So go on there and follow everybody on the network. You're not going to be disappointed. Everybody's pumping out great content right now, and we're just getting started 2026.
Yeah. I mean, it's the end of February, and it's already just nonstop with wrestling stuff. But I see we've got the Main Event Shep up there.
Yeah.
I like how you put our faces on the back of his shirt. Is our face on the back of my shirt too?
It is not.
See, because I'm standalone talent because I'm just that good. I don't need KOP.
I can make that happen, Paul, if you want me to.
Nope.
Okay.
Not until we redo the logo with a better looking version of my face.
Yes, it is.
Damn.
It's on the back of there. I forgot I put it on there.
That
logo's not going anywhere, Paul. Sorry.
You can get the 1-2 kicking out. Steffi, we've got that ECW inspired KO FNP shirt and mug. You can wear our faces.
And we got the spray paint NWO inspired. I don't know why this is on there twice. I tried to take that off, but
I don't know. You can be part of the explicit. the explicit.
Yeah.
Can't
we got
our
old original logo merch as well. So
yeah, which can be found on that KOP title that Tanner wears around his shoulder.
I still don't have it right now. I've got to get that.
Yeah, we're 3 weeks away, man.
I know. I will.
You better. Worse than me dropping it to Boston.
Main Event Wrestling Net says working on the discourse for fans shortly. Stay tuned, everybody. Because Majin was asking about discourse for fans. So.
Yes. There's not an OF though. No OF. Sorry, we don't do those.
Oh, good God.
I like that idea. I like Majin's idea. If you don't have the title by next Sunday night, you're stripped of the title and it's vacant.
Pluggo texted me about it the other day, so we'll figure something out.
But if you don't head over to kickingOutShop.com, you won't get these shirts, but you can. Man, no OF. No.
I blame Paul.
Doing it.
I blame Paul.
Doing it. Oh, no. Yes, Vacant's going to add to his legendary title reign with that KOP title, too. Has the KOP title ever been vacated apart from when we first debuted, back in 21?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Look at that.
Yeah.
That'd be a first and be your fault.
It won't happen.
All right. Anyway, if you don't want to go to kickingOutShop.com, if you want some of the classic designs, they can only be found in one place, and that's ProWrestlingTees.com. Search up Kicking Out Podcast. We've got that Taz-inspired one. We've got the black, the gray, the white, the Christmas one. And
it's never too early to think about Christmas.
No, it's not. Not at all. Not at all. So be sure to check out either kickingOutShop.com or ProWrestlingTees.com and search up Kicking Out Podcast. Again, social media, Kicking Out Pod for everything. We're on whenever Tanner adds to right there, it'll have the TikTok logo too, because I handle that. Because Tanner's afraid of the ticky-tacky.
I've got enough crap on my phone. I don't need any more.
You can follow all three of us on social media as well. You can follow the missing man for tonight, Main Event Shep, at the Shep27. You can follow Tanner Lee at TannerLee92. And you can follow myself at PaulZartman87. And with that, for Main Event Shep and Tanner Lee, I'm Paul Zartman. Join us again next week as we kick out yet another podcast.
This is where I say goodbye and good night. Bang!